Hey friend, John McLennan here, and in this video I want to share with you how I play Good Times, Bad Times as recorded by Led Zeppelin on guitar. Now this song has some phenomenal rock guitar playing in it. I'm going to break down all the main parts and the sections that you need to know so you can get jamming right along with the recording or play your own cover. So let's get straight into it here. We're going to play the E power chord here at the 7th fret, and this is how it starts. It just begins with and we hit this E power chord. What I'm playing is the 7th fret of the 5th string, and then the 9th fret on the 4th string, and the 9th fret on the 3rd string. So that's what we call an E5 or an E power chord. We're gonna do 2 down strums, and then we're gonna take our strum hand and just rest on the strings. I also mute here with the fretting hand and release the chord. So it goes 1 and 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Now we're gonna repeat this 5 times. Now from there, after 5 times, we go into the verse, and Robert Plant comes in singing "In the Days of My Youth." Now I'm going to break down every section of this song, but before we go any further, if you're new to the channel, I want to give you a gift right away. Let me ask you, have you ever struggled getting your guitar in tune without a tuner? I know for me, this is something that I struggled with for way too long, and it wasn't until I discovered a way of tuning the guitar that just made it so much easier. And this way that I'm talking about is not something that you're gonna see when you go to Google and type in how to tune, or you watch all the videos on YouTube on how to tune a guitar. In fact, what I found is the traditional ways that we're taught to tune are what was making it so hard for me to get the guitar in tune. And so what I did was I wrote down the method that I created in just a simple 5-step PDF guide. I call it my 5-step secret tuning method guide, and I want to give it to you completely for free. All you got to do is go to johnmclennan.com/tuning, and you can download this as my gift to you. And once you follow these 5 steps and start working on them, you're going to be able to grab any guitar and get it in tune right away with itself. And once I could do this, I just became so much more confident as a guitar player, and I wasn't scared to be without a tuner. I literally used to be scared to be like, oh no, what if I can't get the guitar in tune? And so I want this for you. Again, just go to johnmclennan.com/tuning as my gift to you. All right, so after that intro of 5 times hitting the E chord, then we hit it again, and that's "In the Days of My Youth," and then we go, and we play this awesome riff that's really based around a D chord. So this is our E power chord here. And then what you do is you bring it down 2 frets, okay? And now we're on a D power chord, which is at the 5th fret. And we're gonna break up the notes. So instead of strumming it, we're gonna pick individual strings. We're gonna play the 5th string, 4th string, 3rd string, 4th string, 3rd string. So it goes, and then come back to the 4th string. So I kind of break this riff into 2 parts. So the first part is, so that's our D power chord there. And then what I do is I switch to my 2nd finger on the D root note there at the 5th fret of the 5th string, and then we play the 5th fret there, then the 4th fret of the 4th string up to 7. And that's actually just 3 notes there, D, F sharp, A. So it goes. And then we walk in every fret back up to E. So it's like starts on the E, then moves down to D, does this little lick, and then climbs back up to E like this. So that's a really cool figure there. Here it is slowly. So from the D, and then back to the E power chord. Now up to speed, 3, 4, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. So that's the first riff there for the verse. We're gonna play this 6 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, last time. All right, from here we go on to the chorus, and this is where Plant sings good times, bad times. Here we're gonna play this part. All right, so here we're using some bar chord shapes, but you don't really have to bar all the way. And let me show you what I mean. So we're playing a G chord to start, and this is the low 4 strings here. So I'm starting on the 3rd fret of the low E, then 5th fret, 5th fret, 4th fret. Okay, now that looks like a full bar chord there where you would bar down these extra strings with your index finger, but you don't actually have to do that. You can kind of just take the 4 strings here, strings 6 to 3. And we're gonna slide it up 2 frets. We're gonna go, and then slide it back down. So it's like 1E and a 2 and 3E and a 4. And then on beat 4, we're gonna go to a D. This is where you can play a full bar chord here. So starting on the 5th string, 5th fret, 5, 7, 7, 7. And then it's gonna repeat, so. And that's, again, over the words good times, bad times. You know I've had my share. Then it goes up. So here we play the same figure, but we actually bring it up. Instead of starting on the 3rd fret, we're gonna start on the 5th fret and go up to 7. That's 1E and a 2 and a 3E and a 4E and a... Okay, so that's A to B, B down to A, and then E. That's 7, 9, 9, 9. Again, same as the D, same thing, just 2 frets higher. That's the beauty about these chords that don't have open strings, so you can move them anywhere on the neck. Okay, we do that 1 time, and then we go. And this is just A to B. We're gonna go 1E and a 2 and 3 and a 4, and then we hit B on the downbeat, 1, 2, and you can kind of fall off, do a rock slide. All right, so that is our chorus. So just to recap, we do the first part 2 times. Then we bring it up 2 frets 1 time. And then just go A to B. And then a break. So here it is up to speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. All right, from there we go on to a bridge section, and this part has a really cool figure. It sounds like this. And here we're using fourths, okay? So we're gonna start on an F sharp. This is a power chord, 2nd fret of the low E, 4th fret of the 5th string, 4th fret of the 4th string. We play that twice. And then we go up to 11 and 11 on the 4th and 3rd strings. Now, there's a few ways you could do this. You could put one finger on each string, like this. And we're actually gonna do a pull off to 9 and 9 on those same strings. So you could do it like this, or you could do it, just bar it. It's probably easier to just bar it. Just mash down that finger. And then we're gonna do the same thing here. Okay, so here we've got 9 and 9 on the 5th and 4th strings to 7 and 7 on those same strings. So, and we go back and forth. So we hit the power chord, then we go up, do this little lick, and then back down to the power chord. That's gonna sound like this. 3, 4. All right, so that's gonna be repeated actually 8 times. So let's say we're coming out of that. Let's say we're taking it the last 2 times. So 7. Then what we do is we go back to the chorus, but it's actually in a higher key. It's 2 frets higher. We go. All right, and then we kick into the guitar solo there. So the song sort of just kind of keeps ramping up the energy, right? Like hearing this chorus in this new key definitely takes it up a notch from where we were with the first chorus. So what I did was start, remember our first chorus went like this. And was G to A. Okay, now we're gonna start A to B. So this is 5 to 7. And then 7, 9, 9, 9. So that's the same thing. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 2 times. Then we bring it up 2 frets from there, B to C sharp, which is 7 to 9. Then back down, F sharp. That's 9, 11, 11, 11, starting on the 5th string. Then we go B to C sharp, and then again, and then hit C sharp. 1, 2, 3, then 4. Then we go into the guitar solo. So coming out of this bridge section, here's the chorus. One, 2, 3, 4. All right, now here we go into a blistering Jimmy Page solo where he starts out playing some sort of ramped up Chuck Berry licks. You know, all up here really in that 12th position using either your E minor pentatonic sound or your E minor blues scale, right? And then even he does some really big bends. You know, this would be like, here's your note E at the 17th fret. You go up to the 18th fret on the 2nd string. And that would be really, it's almost like an Albert King kind of lick. It's 2 whole steps. Coming back down to the E note there. So really, I would experiment with your E minor pentatonic or E minor blues scale for a solo over this. Now the chord progression that's happening underneath is it's a pretty common rock progression here. You've got an E, and These could be power chords or full bar chords. So I'll just show you the full bar chords here. 7, 9, 9, 9. It's an E bar chord, then drop it down 2 frets to D, then A, which is 5, 7, 7, 6, 5, 5. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. So that goes over and over for the solo, and then we come out of that into the first chorus again, and we play that all the way through. Then 2, 3. Then we end with. And the song just fades out on that first figure again. So those are all the parts you need to know. Rewind the video and go over any sections that are unclear. And then when you're ready, try and play this along with the recording. But keep in mind that these are advanced guitar parts. Jimmy Page is an incredible rock guitar player. And so being able to, keep up with his sort of breakneck speeds takes definitely some time. So you want to be familiar with what you're playing, and you want to have worked out the fingerings and the rhythms, and that's going to make it easier for you to jam along with the recording. And remember, even if you're playing all the notes right and all the rhythms right, but you're out of tune, that's a bummer. So make sure to grab my 5-step secret tuning method guide. And this is going to help you be able to grab any guitar and get it in tune right away with itself. And this is not a traditional way of tuning. In fact, in the PDF guide, I break down the typical ways that we're taught to tune, and then I show you the way that I tune and explain why it's better. Again, this helped me. It was a game changer for me, and I want you to be able to grab any guitar and get it in tune right away. So just go to johnmclennan.com/tuning, or click the first link down below. You can grab that as my gift to you. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and for more Led Zeppelin, check out this video next.